How do I tell if it's working?
Is the little button a square?
It is.
Then it's working.
I like fried
Now testing.
Okay.
It is loading.
but fuzzy pickles will help her stop sneezing.
I know there will be a delay, so
It's about 45 seconds to a minute.
Imagine a fuzzy pickle is.
yeah.
Picturing a moldy pickle.
No.
My niece gets me so well. You know, otherwise it's a general contact show.
Yes. Yes.
Johan.
Yes.
They're generally not wearing fur coats, so I'm not sure how the food works.
We're in a fake food together.
I'm playing a character in Johan Foxborough, who has a twin sister.
It still says it's offline.
To smell over there.
Johan's now engaged to her
You're at the link at my site, right?
YouTube Eben Brooks Live.
Yep, that's the one.
That is what I'm doing.
Okie doke.
We've got the green strip at the bottom of the screen making the little you're on
Okay.
thing.
Try a quick refresh.
Trying. Okay, I'm going to try this one other way and see if that works.
You can probably squeeze in with it.
Is anybody else willing to burn a little bandwidth to try to confirm?
Roger. You can squeeze this way. Your butt is small enough, it can squeeze through here.
Treat it like a mosh pit.
There's a chair right here for you.
There you go.
Just in case it is working, tell the people in Internet Land why we're having a delay.
We're checking the signal to make sure that everything is actually broadcasting properly.
Live stream
Got it.
offline. Oh.
Nope, never mind. Live stream offline is true.
But the button is still square.
The button is square, and we have a green
Band at the bottom.
Ding.
band at the bottom.
Okay, here we go. Nope, that's old.
All right, let me come take a look.
Okay.
I have to ask, are you doing this wireless?
Yeah.
So if this broadcast is actually working right now, the reason things are delayed is because it is looking like it is not, and we are fiddling with things to try to make sure it runs.
Oh, it's frozen.
Oh, that would do it.
It's frozen. It's broadcasting nothing.
You know, Evan, I think they have a class for that. No, I'm just kidding.
All right, we've got the green bar. We've got do something. Yeah, there you go.
Yes,
Okay,
the
we've got
frozen-
motion.
Picture's no longer frozen. Okay.
Picture is no longer frozen. Signal is going through.
Okay.
Delays are awesome.
That button is just so square. Damn it.
So welcome to the Geeky Music Show, which may be the second to last here at Lestat's West. The ownership wants to close down the music venue and just keep the coffee house. This makes us very sad.
Yeah.
So third Saturday in March might be our last gig here because they're planning to close it down at the end of March.
Now that's going to be actually on St. Patrick's Day, so we're going to. We had already been planning to pull out some old Wild Oats material to perform that day and do some of our other Irish and Celtic stuff. But yeah, that might be the farewell to Lestat's show, in which case we will be plugging it heavily and trying to get as many people here as possible.
If you have a Yelp account established, maybe go and let the ownership of Lestat's know how much the music venue means to you and how often it brings you down here to spend money on coffee.
Exactly.
And fundraiser talk.
Yes, speaking of fundraisers, Louie's dog is having health issues and requires veterinary care.
This is Whisper, the black dog that is always at Lestat's.
Yep. And so what we are going to do is anything that gets put into the tip jar tonight is going to go straight to Louie to help pay for Whisper's veterinary treatments. So
He also has a GoFundMe online.
yes. So drop money in the tip jar today or go to the GoFundMe and contribute that way. We want to make sure that Whisper is all right.
Can I borrow the tuner?
Yes, you may.
Just a point, if you're gonna really plug the show next month, because it's St. Patrick's Day and because there's all the bars up and down,
Yeah.
encourage people to come early if they want parking or to
Encourage
carpool.
people to carpool, come early, or take public transportation because the bars are going to be full to bursting.
We may want to take a cab ourselves.
Yep.
Yep. I think it might be time to call Tony. Tony Hamlin said you were gonna get I'm not sure what's Irish.
One of them ride share things.
It's something like that. Well, it pays for his car, so,
Hey,
and it gives him the opportunity to do his acting.
Okay, so we're going to open with some Buddhism. Gate, gate, paragate, parasangate, bodhisvaha. You can't count the people in the world, but you can promise to bring them liberty. Can't count the troubles in the world, but you can learn to rise above them. Can't count the shadows in your heart, but you can find a way to love them. Can't count the people in the world, but you can swear to bring them home. I won't go till everybody goes. I'll stay here and hold the door open. I won't go till everybody goes. I'll stay here and help them get home. Gone, gone, everybody gone together to the other side. Gone, gone, everybody gone. Everybody found the way back home. You can't count the people in the world, but you can promise to bring them freedom. Can't count the lies in the world, but you can learn to see right through them. Can't count the things you need to learn, but you can make up your mind to do them. Can't count the people in the world, but you can swear to bring them home. I won't go till everybody goes. I'll stay here and hold the door open. I won't go till everybody goes. I'll stay here and help them get home. Gone, gone, everybody gone together to the other side. Gone, gone, everybody gone. Everybody found the way back home. You can't count the people in the world, but you can promise. Can't count the troubles in the world, but you can learn to rise. Can't count the shadows in your heart, but you can find a way. Can't count the people in the world, but you can swear to bring them home. Gone, gone, everybody gone together to the other side. Gone, gone, everybody gone. Everybody found the way back home. Gone, gone, everybody gone together to the other side. Gone, gone, everybody gone. Everybody found a way back home. Thank you.
So this is the only country and western song I've ever written.
For sufficiently loose definitions of country and western.
Oh, this is definitely country and western. All I gotta do is sing in a bad southern accent.
Hey, it sounds like my family.
Sorry. Ask you please don't write. I tell you please don't call. up at night and my memories recalled. Don't whistle for me, dear, like Malay or Bacall, 'cause I don't want to hear from you at all. I know you hope and pray that someday we'll be friends. I'm glad you feel that way, but I can't make amends. Is it me or is it you? Well, I guess that all depends. 'Cause when I look at you, I feel like I've got the bends. You gave me everything I needed. I needed not to have it all. If love's not a game, I haven't cheated. But if it is, God help us all. God help us all. I tried to beat it down, I tried to hold it in, but it kept gaining ground, that seventh deadly sin. I tried to carry through, come out the other end, but all I did was prove that you can't go home again. I gave you everything you wanted. You wanted trophies for the wall. Love's not a bauble to be flaunted. Or if it is, God help us all. God help us all. If we don't cross the line, then we won't pedal back. We get along just fine when we don't interact. So I ask you, please don't write, don't beg me to come back, 'cause I won't treat you right, and baby, that's a fact. I gave you everything you wanted. You wanted me to take the fall. If love isn't dead, then I'm not haunted. Or if it is, God help us all. God help us. You gave me everything I needed, but you had me pinned against the wall. If love's not a game, I'm undefeated. But if it is, God help us all. God help us all. There's nothing left to say.
This is Mirror Full of Mirrors, and it's inspired by art historian John Berger in his book Ways of Seeing, how he writes about the male gaze.
Isn't that Burger?
Berger, I don't know. It's one of those names that I've seen written and not heard spoken, so.
Well, if he's German, it's Burger. If he's French, it's Berger. There's actually a composer named Jean Berger, but in English it looks like Gene Berger.
There's a camera stuck in my head. There's a mirror full of mirrors in my eyes. It's the gaze of everybody with a cock that my culture taught me to internalize. So I watch myself when the watchers aren't around. It's It's a mirror full of mirrors, it's a camera. There's a television in my heart, telling me what I'm supposed to be. And it criticizes every part. I'm judged in terms of fuckability. So I hate myself, because the watchers tell me to. It's a mirror full of mirrors, it's a camera. There is nothing I can do without seeing how I look. I feel it fill me up with fear and doubt. There is nothing I can do about seeing how I look, and that is something I could live without. If I broke free from the observers, would I become a part of the audience? If nobody were watching me from inside, would I become a man? There is a watcher living in my head. He says I'm real and you are just a girl. He tells me pretty is the price you pay for taking up any space in the world. So I erase myself when I'm not good enough to see. It's a mirror full of mirrors, it's a camera. If I broke free from the observers, would I become a part of the audience? If nobody were watching me from inside, would I become a man? It's a mirror full of mirrors, it's a camera. It's a mirror full of mirrors, it's a camera.
This one is on Dr. Captain Dovahkiin Chief. And it's one of those, I don't know if this has ever really happened with any of my other material. I had an inspiration driving home from work one day. I got out my phone, I activated the voice recorder, and I sang about half of what ended up in the final song into the voice recorder, and promptly forgot about it for a year and a half. And I was going through my voice recorder, and I'm like, what is this voice recording? And I'm listening to it, and I'm going, holy shit, I wrote this? Well, I have to finish it now. And so I did.
Shut up and sing.
I put it on the album. This is Lex. Can't stand that guy. It's that hard to conceive. He's just here to fly in the face of what we believe. He's more than a man, he's almost a god. He says he's here for peace. What are the odds? And it's so easy to hate him. Accident of birth, a father's fateful plan, a baby sent to earth grows into a Superman. You may think he's blessed, but I think he's a curse. And if you rely on him, you'll make it worse. You may think I jest, but your bubble has burst. Why do you think he'll put humans first? And it's so easy to hate him. Up and away from my signet ring, it's kryptonite. No, you won't stop me with might. I'll show everyone. You wait and see. I can't stand that guy. Is that so hard to see? Men weren't meant to rise against the force of gravity. I may be a genius and a billionaire too, but when it comes right down to it, I'm just like you, only a man. But what kind would I be if I relied on gods to fight for me, to fight for me, to fight for me, to fight for me, to fight for me? I'm only a man, but what kind would I be? I'm only a man, what the hell is he? I'm only a man and he's not fighting for me. And it's so easy. Oh, oh, oh. It's so easy to hate me.
This takes us back to the late 90s when I was in the Vampire SCA. This is talk about dying. We do not think of trusting strangers. We keep our scars beneath the skin. If we go slumming, it's because we need the danger to remind us what we are and where we've been. We can't hold on to things too tightly, or we break everything we touch. We try to cling to life, but life reminds us nightly that we love it not enough or else too much. Don't try to say you understand. I am not what you think I am, and nothing you can do will reach across this divide. Don't try to say you understand. I am not what you think I am. You sound so innocent when you talk about dying inside. You sound so stupid when you talk about dying. We're past all dreaming of redemption. We chose to throw it all away. Along a lonely road that's paved with good intentions, we do the dance of predator and prey. This is not beautiful or haunting. It's salt against a naked nerve. If an eternal and unanswerable wanting is the thing you choose, then it's what you deserve. Don't try to say you understand. I am not what you think I am, and nothing you can do will reach across this divide. Don't try to say you understand. I am not what you think I am. You sound so innocent when you talk about dying inside. You sound so stupid when you talk about dying. This is a consequence that does not have an end. A vacancy surrounded by an ache. And every one of us is far too proud to bend. So we stand against the storm until we break. We have lost everything but hunger, and hope can only make us weak. Well, if we let love in, then love will drag us under. So we silence our hearts when they try to speak. a pack of lies in every pretty story that depicts us doing anything but time. Don't try to say you understand. I am not what you think I am, and nothing you can do will reach across this divide. Don't try to say you understand. I am not what you think I am. You sound so innocent when you talk about dying inside. You sound so stupid when you talk about dying. We do not think of trusting strangers. We keep our scars beneath the skin.
Okay. All right. This one is kind of a sing-along, actually. You know.
You all know the words already.
Yeah.
All the words.
All the words, from beginning to end. I am Groot. 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 I'm Groot. I'm Groot. I am 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 Groot. I'm Groot. I am 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 Groot. I'm Groot. I am 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 Groot. I'm Groot. Thank you.
And here's another one about an alien. Now that they've done a film version. Me human, I am something other. I am not a woman. I do not do gender. Do not call me mother. Do not call me monster. I'm not from around here, rather like the doctor. And beast, I am not something that you have a name for. And beast, I do not have the answers that you came for. And beast, I am compassionate but not entangled. fold, then you can fold around the angles. And if you learn to fold, then you can fold around. I know that tesserae are tiny, many-colored pieces. I know that tessellation fills the surface to the edges. I know that tesseracts are time and space as origami. Some numbers fight like Oni, some numbers dance like Kami. And beast, your categories have their limitations. And beast, I am a product of the warm equations. And beast, some kinds of chaos are a higher order. And if you learn to fold, then you can fold beyond the borders. And if you learn to fold, then you can fold beyond. Do not think me solid, do not think me fluid. I am beautiful if you can use the eyes of Euclid. I coil infinity inside of the forgiving minute. And there is kindness that does not have geometric limits. I know that tesserae are tiny, many-colored pieces. I know that tessellation fills the surface to the edges. I know that tesseracts are time and space as origami. Some numbers fight like Oni, some numbers dance like Kami. And if you learn to fold, then you can fold, then you can fold. And if you learn to fold, then you can fold around. And if you learn to fold, then you can fold, then you can fold. And if you learn to fold, then you can fold around.
So, the stories of J.R.R. Tolkien inspired a lot of copycat fantasy, some of which is actually very good.
Some of which is not.
Some of which is actually quite dreck. And some of which is very funny, such as the fantasy track of the webcomic, The Irregular Webcomic. And that's what this song is about. My name is Lambert, I am a hobbit. No, this isn't what you think. This isn't Tolkien, it's just a comic. Not even one in pen and ink. And my tale is quite irregular, and my world is much the same. All of my friends are D&D cliches, and my life is just a game. This is a fantasy, a tale of all my friends and me, having fun, making jokes while fighting off a horde of orcs. We're in it for the loot, it's a trivial pursuit, 'cause our quest won't take us very far. It's quite irregular. We're painted minis, our world is Lego, and sometimes there's other things, like an Allosaurus, and a fire dragon, and a Balrog, wait, with wings? So with the elf maid, and the fire mage, and the thief, sorry, lovable rogue, our highly educated lizard man, and a dwarf we a Scottish brogue. This is a fantasy, a tale of all my friends and me, having fun, making jokes while fighting off a horde of orcs. We're in it for the loot. It's a trivial pursuit, 'cause our quest won't take us very far. It's quite irregular how we go back and forth and to and fro through the mines and back again and again and again and again and again and again. My Uncle Bilbert gave this sword to me. He told me that its name is Sting. I didn't know why till some orcs came by and it began to loudly sing. Don't stand so close to me. Don't stand so close. My tale's not over, it just restarted. I guess God had things to do. But it's been 10 years, so don't be broken-hearted, because it's all begun anew. So many stories in so many worlds, of which this quest is only one. We're all together in this webcomic, making jokes and having fun. It's not just fantasy, there's many other tales to see. Outer space and in the desert, super spies and pirate treasure. We're published every day, and we're all proud to say we're from the mind of David Morgan Marr. It's quite irregular, this fantasy, a tale of all my friends and me, having fun, making jokes while running from that horde of orcs. We're in it for the loot, it's a trivial pursuit, 'cause our quest won't take us very far. It's quite irregular, it's quite irregular, it's quite irregular, it's quite irregular. Thank you. That one is also on Dr. Captain Dovahkiin Chief. I Am Groot, on the other hand, is on the new one, Heroes, which is, all of these CDs are available in back, and now Heroes is also available digitally, finally, after 2 months of trying to get the cover situation sorted out.
Yeah, just wait until we try to release green gelatin copyright.
Yeah.
I mean, what should we put on the cover of that one? Green generic dessert?
Green gel.
In some parts of the world, they just call it jelly.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, here's for one of the trickster archetypes. This is 100 Shades of Black. Raven, find me shiny and take me back to your nest. I live with half a mystery and I need to know the rest. Tell me all your riddles and I'll tell you all my lies. Teach me to be wicked till I'm wise. At night I dream of feathers in 100 shades of black, and I wake up feeling like the wings were torn off of my back. So I would make a bargain with the Lord of Tricks and Chance, and if I survive you'll show me how to dance. Raven, find me shiny and take me up in your beak. You're good at finding secrets, but you will not find me weak. Tell me all your riddles and I'll answer them with scars, and the magic of the junkyards and the bars. At night I dream of wings that spread to cover half the sky, and I wake up full of anger and I cannot tell you why. So I would make a bargain with the one I cannot trust, because I'm good at finding treasure in the dust. Raven, find me shiny underneath the rust and mud. Teach me all the languages that whisper in my blood. Tell me all your riddles and I'll try to guess them right. Drop me into my memories of flight. Tell me all your riddles and I'll tell you all my lies. Teach me to be wicked till I'm wise. You may have heard of the Poxy Boggards. They hit the big time with a song called I Wear No Pants, which I believe was used in a Dockers commercial. But they, Poxy Boggards, which is Elizabethan for syphilitic people who smell like an outhouse, are an active band, still are an active band at the Southern Renaissance Pleasure Fair. They have a song called Happy Jack's Undrinkable Ale. This is Eben's filk of it.
Some hippies sing songs of biting political protest. How the government sucks, so don't trust anything that they say. But I'll sing a song of a dude that I met up in Frisco, who tested the deepest of lungs all over the bay. It was Hippie Jack's unsmokable hash. One mighty puff knocks you flat on your ash. It was Hippie Jack's unsmokable hash. My roommate once tried a bowl full of Jack's oily black stuff. He seemed alright, he stopped moving, but that was okay. 7 days later, he still hadn't shifted position, but he managed to eat all the food in the house anyway. It was Hippie Jack's unsmokable hash. One mighty puff knocks you flat on your ash. It was Hippie Jack's unsmokable hash. This stuff is as black as the soul of Richard M. Nixon, as dense as the fruitcake you got last year from Aunt May, as potent as a man who mistook his Viagra for chiclets. Of Jack's, the worldliest tokers will most surely say, it was Hippie Jack's unsmokable hash. One mighty puff knocks you flat on your ash. It was Hippie Jack's unsmokable hash. I hung with a dude who had lungs like the Carlsbad Caverns. One half a lump put that toker right down on his rear. We watched every bone in his skeleton turn into jelly, and whatever gray matter he had ran out of his ears. It was Hippie Jack's unsmokable hash. One mighty puff knocks you flat on your ash. It was Hippie Jack's unsmokable hash. I walked through a room filled with smoke from Jack's distillation. I didn't inhale, so I thought that I was okay. I awoke with a vision of making this country much cooler, and that's how I got to be president of the US of A. It was Hippie Jack's unsmokable hash. One mighty puff knocks you flat on your ash. It was Hippie Jack's unsmokable hash. Hippie Jack's unsmokable hash. One mighty puff knocks you flat on your ash. It was Hippie Jack's unsmokable hash.
And now you have the munchies. And there's always room for Jell-O.
Yay, Jello!
Rudyard Kipling wrote Cold Iron. Leslie Fish set it to music. I took the Spanish urban legend of the bathtub full of green jello at a convention and did this to it.
Yup.
Leather for the Amazon with feathers in her hair. Spandex for the pudgy that we really shouldn't wear. Sequins for the jailbait as she wiggles down the hall. But Jello, green Jello is the master of them all. KY for the cautious who have latex to protect. And Vaseline for those who don't yet know what to expect. Saliva for the hasty who did not prepare at all. But Jello, green Jello is the master of them all. Dildos for the lonely, maybe 2 or 3, and bungee cords for those who've got to screw in 0G. With whips and chains and Dobermans, you're sure to have a ball. But Jello, green Jello is the master of them all. They'll do it in the con suite, they'll do it on the floor, and down in the jacuzzi they are crying out for more. But said Larry Niven from his hotel bathtub small, Jello, green Jello is the master of them all. Jello, green Jello is the master of them all. I actually got to play that for Larry Niven once, and afterwards he said, "It wasn't me, it was Joe Haldeman." And I said, "Sorry, his name doesn't scan right."
Someone eventually alleged that it was in fact Larry and that he was just
Obfuscating.
I just imagine a circle of various authors all going, "No, it was that guy who was in the bathtub full of green jello. No, no, it was that guy."
So that one's old enough to drink, right?
Oh, God, yes. When did you write that? 1990? 91.
I wrote that in 91, and the legend was old by then.
Yep.
Oh, let's see. Okay, it's not quite old enough to run for president.
No, I'm guessing that the incident itself happened in the 70s.
So this is a song about...
Addiction,
Yeah.
like much of the blues.
I slept really badly. My back's all twisted up. Coffee is my best friend. I'm on my 7th cup, and I don't know why I did it. I've got too much to lose. I guess I'm just an addict, got the too much Skyrim blues. My work's really suffering, my boss is getting mean. I need to kick this habit, but I don't want to get clean. 'Cause at night time when I'm dreaming, it's adventure and honey booze. And I wake up every morning with the too much Skyrim blues. 2:30 in the morning, my eyes are full of sand. Been killing so many dragons, I got cramps in both my hands. I feel like a giant's golf ball, so high that I can't snooze. And tomorrow's just another day for the too much Skyrim blues. The bugs really bug me. It locks up when I blink. Can't finish half the quest lines, and the combat really stinks. But between this game and eating, you know which one I'll choose. Won't somebody rescue me? Got the too much Skyrim blues. Mighty Talos, hear my plea. Got the too much Skyrim blues. It'll take an arrow to the knee to cure the too much Skyrim blues. Where is it? Ah, screw it. You know, I practice it, and I practice it, and I say, okay, here's where it is. And then I get on stage, and I'm like, fuck.
Too much Skyrim, can't play guitar.
Yeah, yep. I got cramps in both my hands.
Here we go.
Here we go. Here come old cat, he run out of happy he can. Has cheeseburger, look out, you has a flavor. He's in your base, killing your dudes. Do not want kibble, give me the gushy foods, yeah. Ceiling cat watching him, he going to the moon, BRB. He made it you a cookie, but he went nom nom nom, he's sorry. Long cat is long. Everything you do, he say you're doing it wrong. Long together, right now. OMG. Charging lasers, he steal walrus bucket, he make invisible sandwich, it not so great actually, he say I like Fark, worth 1,000 something awful, so baby we can Photoshop until we both raffle, along together right now. OMG. Upgraded your RAM, he see what you did there, he say today is cat a day, he won holy kitten, he say you know me, I know you. OMFG WTF BBQ, along together right now. Okay, thanks, bye.
We're going to take a break. There will be CDs for sale up near the door. There's a tip jar. It's all going to help Whisper the Lestat's dog with her health care. We'll be back in a few minutes with another set full of awesome pop culture and jokes and shit.
Hi.
I see you didn't make it to LA.
No internet access, no word around.
When they first started in,
I wanted to do it.
what about the show you wanted to go to?
Yeah, but easier for
Yeah,
you.
theoretically, I can make this. I leave here at 8. I can be in Long Beach for 9:45.
Okay, that's not too bad.
That's what I'm not going to.
Huh?
That's what I'm
I
not
didn't
going
think you
to.
did it. Okay. Makes sense. Hopefully there will be streaming faces on Tuesday. My job is to try and figure out if I can add new faces over the weekend.
So you're recruiting or searching?
There's a difference. It's the same thing, really. Mostly we're just trying to get more North Korean. I'm trying to use the opportunity while I'm at Doyle, trying to get Conrad trained. He confessed to me that he says he has maybe 7 lessons actually down. And I was like, no, you need more. Start working on it.
Doyle? Oh my god.
I mean, all of the good kids, like the really good kids, they're all gone.
Yeah.
I was not back. Chris isn't back. Jabril isn't back. Nathan isn't back. I don't know if Nathan's too old.
Yeah.
Nicholas.
Yeah. I was looking at like Kumia.
To be fair,
Kids
this is
have been
on
taking time.
small Mesa,
I
so
left and
it's
people started doing
the
their
main one that
curriculum.
everybody.
On the plus side, I think Nate's actually expanded his curriculum. So it sounds like he's working on it. But yeah, I was there on Thursday. So many different directions of not okay right now. So yeah, I'm forcing Conrad that whatever he wants to do, including the opera house, is fine. But here's the 7-week curriculum. Do it. By session 3, really by session 3, you shouldn't be on the advanced curriculum. You should be dipping into your own training lessons. By session 3, you should have your own stuff that is outside of the non-standard curriculum. You can get away with some of the advanced lesson stuff because this session, because a lot of the kids that are in the advanced group are still kind of not quite getting it. But
CDs, $15.
it's fine. I'm gonna push it. And he was like, well, I mean, because of the
Others are all
offer it, like, just decline the school. And I'm like, you can do that, but I'm here to support you right now. I'm here to make it work for you. According to John, Conrad has been a tendency to get stuck talking to kids at the end of.
Well, that's
like, you can't be here.
Yeah, I know.
don't have 10.
You have to be here.
AP was already.
While I'm here, it's not a problem. But I'm not always going to be here. And our goal right now is to try and be able to set ourselves up so that next session I can do like Vista Grande and Flora Vista. Because ostensibly Flora Vista is the one spot. Nick has it and Nick will do great with it. As long as he doesn't screw it up. But I don't think Nick will. Nick's one of those people that I think start letting him go. Like as soon as we start letting him off,
Just don't roll a crit fail.
he has the same trajectory I have. But there's now a non-vacancy in the spot that I am for, so. But that's okay, because once Jeff is in a new city, there's a spot I get to fill someone else into.
Yes, we have a fairly large asset protection.
I want him to move forward because I can't put anyone else into program director. And I mean, right now I'm not really in a position to make that call anyway. But I sat there at one point and I'm like, it sounds like I'm getting trained up for program director. I was like, no, I bet it's. And so we're training on how to do all of the stuff that gets done in the office so that I can help the person who needs it. And because eventually my job is to hire the next program director. And if I'm choosing the next program director, I have to know what to teach them. I can't teach them what I don't know. I can't have CJ teach them. And in theory, yes, Jeff could train his replacement, but I think I'd be more effective at it than he could.
Clean so that I knew where it was.
That
one's
These kids are
And, you know,
they're good kids.
if you're not like.
And they all lived in
like,
fear of this one
big,
kid, who the only reason that she was
it's not
doing
like
any
it's
good
a
against
shirt.
kids said,
You know, it's a normal
whatever,
shirt.
unless
you're wearing
the
something
only reason he was
buttoned
doing
up
any
here,
good against kids
that's
at
bad
a
news.
certain point, I had the initiative and I dropped
People,
it.
you know.
Yeah,
And I've been dropping
I'm
it.
like, this would have been fine.
And then he could have
You know, things that
turned
are
around.
normal.
But he
ones
was
that are
heavily
considered,
defensive
you know,
at that point.
provocative.
And I had all of the moves. And I'm just like, guys, he's not impossible to beat. Don't fall into that. In fact, one of the other kids beat him in the tournament. They didn't beat him.
Well, they do that.
But they won the tournament. They took first.
That sounds like a very simple, that sounds like a very simple sewing problem.
I just realized that all one of our members is actually present at the competition.
Not even complicated, it would just be volume.
And the other gamer is my ex.
That is a great show. There was a whole bit in the regular webcomic recently about
The night before.
two of the deaths
I was like, that's a good
at
movie.
a bar.
I feel like
And
I
the two
should be
deaths
jealous
were
of
like,
that. And I feel like I shouldn't.
and no, they're just getting a drink at the bar, and the
There's
barman
nothing
is just
to
like,
be jealous about. And by the way, that was, you're not imagining. That was
big
We did not need to
skeletal
know that.
dudes in black cloaks. Well, one of them
It
had
was
a-
not something we asked about. It was,
He's death of the name of that bank.
I feel like if I could drive, I'm like, oh, articulation. I'll think of something. Please don't tell me to look first. They're kind of.
she just sat there and I had a moment where I got to kind of pridefully be a little prideful. She's like, yeah, well,
You were
at least 4 guys multiple times. I'm like, okay. And she's like, and I'm just sorry that I'm like, and my reaction was, oh, yeah, I mean, the last time I had a situation like that happen, I was still raising kids. Well, yeah, but I'm having my womanly time. I'm like, doesn't have
Oh,
a
her
problem.
excuse to stop functioning for the rest of the week.
Right. She gets bad cramps, and I've seen it, but she kind of just like fails to be an adult for the rest of her. And she doesn't take anything for it. She doesn't address it in any way other than music.
No, porn store. Government office would be yes. No. This particular porn store is a disreputable establishment.
You successfully not killed Brian when you were in pain from Dr. Sciatica, and that, and you were just like, I'm not killing Brian right now.
And yet I'm still gonna go find this house for those kids and help them out.
Right? You still show up at work. At worst, you're like, I might be able to slow today. I'm sorry.
And like, mine have been getting worse with age. They're shorter, but they're worse. But I still function.
Except for like, it isn't mandatory.
Occasional random.
Yeah, there is the occasional.
She's
Alright, we need to get back up on the stage.
I mean,
Back in the day, we friends smoked joints that would slide stuff on here.
yeah.
I remember around here so fondly.
Clove cigarettes.
Boys, Allison.
Corduroys.
We used to, no. It's all about.
Check out these Levi's. I got some American Apparel, man. No, don't smoke that shit.
That's terrible. That's terrible.
The microphone just shocked me.
Are you okay?
Paging the Allison, please return to the stage. Allison, please return to the stage. Bong, bong, bong.
Being fries are done.
Stop that.
But I didn't like fries. I made tater tots.
I think you asked for it though. Is there ranch?
Always. Hi, Joy. Should I run?
No.
Should I run the Locust production tonight? That stare says that I'm something good.
Not all of it, no.
Okay, I have not
I
yet.
don't want to touch her. I've already got a pass.
Want me to talk about some hot tea? Is the voice holding up okay?
It's, yeah, go ahead. Thank you.
I'm not gonna talk.
I just hope they don't meet anybody interesting tonight.
Oh, God. Very.
If there is someone interesting, Fred pushed to run the That's the only.
What are you doing tonight? Party? Sorry. Monday we're doing Pathfinder.
I've never done Pathfinder, but it'd be interesting.
You can come to Pathfinder on Monday. Almost is running it. So
I think that's the first time we've ever had an ambulance go by and it wasn't in the middle of a song.
Yeah.
I know.
Maybe we just didn't notice.
One of them has enjoyed. Huh? Are you saying it doesn't either?
No.
Fred, I'll discuss when we.
I said we could do something else because Joy's out of town.
That's why you have to.
Does she really want you to, or the next one to be part of that?
Yes.
Right?
What are you gonna do?
Don't forget, I know.
I know where you're gonna work.
You need to tune.
Kat, is the stream still going?
I will check right now.
Thank you. For some shows it has died halfway through.
The screen's moving, it hasn't frozen here.
It looks like it is still loading.
Okay.
Excellent.
Welcome back for the second set. In our proud tradition of bringing you all kinds of really obscure stuff, this is about Jungian alchemy. It's called Prima Materia.
Yay, I like this song. I like many songs.
Way down in the dirt, way down in the stone, way down in the viscera and bone, way down in the muck, way down in the rot, way down in the things we think we're not. I start with the lowest of the low that stands alone and you don't know. It's the most valuable thing we've got. I distill by stages the things you throw away. I'm making something precious out of dust and clay. Way down in the shit, way down in the sick, way down in the things that make us tick, way down in the filth, way down in the shame, way down in the things we do not name. It starts in the world that lies beneath. It does not ask for your belief. It's made of the dream behind the game. The seed that germinates, the secrets that unfold. This is the change of living lead to living gold. Way down in the dark, way down in the grave, way down in the sin no one forgave, way down in the guts, way down in the mud, way down in the entrails and the blood. It comes from the darkness and the deep, the place on the other side of sleep, the root that whispers of the bud. The rot that purifies, the fire that refines. It takes corrosion to make something that shines. Beneath our sorrows and our sins, the prima materia begins to teach us to read below the lines.
sit at home with my radio, waiting for the countdown to come. I sit at home and I'm all alone, waiting for the countdown to come. And it feels like the world is coming to an end, and you might not be there tomorrow. And they'll send us off to the desert sands for reasons that they've bought, begged and borrowed. In a bar with a wet glass in hand, waiting for the countdown to come. Mr. President says we'll make a stand, waiting for the countdown to come. And the southern border's looking better all the time. I never thought I'd want to live in TJ. If they send me off to the foreign war, will I live to see another day? Closer now to the final hour, waiting for the countdown to come. Will I be a wall of steel or just a glass tower, waiting for the countdown to come? And it feels like the world is coming to an end, and we might not be here tomorrow. And they'll send us off to the desert sands with a fear that we feel in the marrow, and our weapons firing salvos of sorrow, all for reasons that they both begged and borrowed.
So we had our tragic vampire song earlier. This is about the happy vampires. It's called Unclean. There are sinners who dream of redemption. There are angels who weep with desire. Some are baptized with razors and some by immersion in fire. I have tasted the blood of the martyrs and saints on the lips of the queen of all whores. And the things that men worship as pure are covered with sores.
And the doctors and priests who refrain from the feast do not understand what I mean when I say that I want what I want because it's unclean.
There is sickness that calls itself evil. There are evils I know to be truth. Occam's razor can't cut them as fine as a sharp enough tooth. And sweeter than innocent blood in the vein is corrosion that eats to the core. What I take from that cup gets me drunker than ever before.
And the newly released who still run from the beast do not understand what I mean when I say that I want what I want because it's unclean.
I have danced in the depths of corruption, and I wasn't there under duress. There are deep revelations we reach through the gates of excess, and those who restrain their desires do so because they've weak enough ones to restrain. They stay ignorant of the transformative power of pain.
And the greatest and least of the walking deceased do not understand what I mean when I say that I want what I want because it's unclean.
Yes, uptight people freaking out over metal bands, and we're sneaking in around the side with acoustic guitars, and they don't pay attention to the lyrics.
Ground control to Major Tom. Ground control to Major Tom. Take your protein pills and put your helmet on. Ground control to Major Tom. Commencing countdown, engines on. Check ignition and may God's love be with you. This is ground control to Major Tom. You've really made the grade, and the papers want to know whose shirt you wear. Now it's time to leave the capsule if you dare. This is Major Tom to ground control. Stepping through the door, and I'm floating in a most peculiar way, and the stars look very different today. For here am I sitting in a tin can, far above the world. Planet Earth is blue, and there's nothing I can do. Though I've passed 100,000 miles, feeling very stale, and I think my spaceship knows which way to go. Tell my wife I love her very much, she knows. Ground control to Major Tom, your circuit's dead. There's something wrong. Can you hear me, Major Tom? Can you hear me, Major Tom? I can't do this. I'm sorry.
Hot tea? You sound like you're in pain.
Sorry, guys.
Shit happens.
For here am I floating round my tin can, far above the moon. Planet Earth is blue, and there's nothing I can do.
This is a love song for geologists, or for fans of the seductive silicone-based life in Tim Powers' The Stress of Her Regard. This is Tides of Stone, and it is one of the tracks on the 2-CD set live at Lestat's for sale out by the door. I envy those who feel it pull them like the tides of water. It pulls me like the tides of stone. The slow tectonic dance of mountain range and continent. I feel it calling on my bones. I envy those who find the opposite of their religion in the ancient aching in the hips. There is no church for me save in the rarest company, where I catch volcanic angels on my lips. Below the roots and rocks, I feel the powerful pulsing of magma in the vein. I am just soft carbon. When I bear this force, it has to register as pain. This is the pressure building in the deep and secret places. This is the moving of the land beneath the land. This is the heat of newborn islands rising from the ocean. Another continent takes shape beneath your hands. And I say, oh, let me be born again of precious stone, and leave this flesh and blood of mine behind. This is a hunger deeper than the bone. I do not ask that you be kind. I envy those who feel it pull them like the tides of water. It pulls me like the tides of stone. I feel it act on me as if Eros were gravity. I need a satellite to call my own. I envy those who find the opposite of their religion in what's crystallizing in my blood. I have no sacred ground save what I cover lying down, where there are burning angels in the mud. Below the crust and mantle, I feel the depth of this convection to the core. I am just soft carbon, and I am not taking diamonds lightly anymore. I am just soft carbon, and I am not taking diamonds lightly anymore.
I can't do this one.
You want to swap? We have... Can you do that one?
I think so.
Okay.
All right, guys. You pretty much already know the chorus to this, even if you've never heard it before, because it's just that simple. There we go. Huxley was about to tread the brave new world of being dead. With pen and paper he began to scrawl. His note said, give me LSD, 1 small syringe, 0.1 cc, 'cause when I go I want to be tripping balls. Tripping balls, tripping balls, screw it all, I'll be tripping balls. Tripping balls, tripping balls, screw it all, I'll be tripping balls. Tripping balls, tripping balls, screw it all, I'll be tripping balls. No better way to end it all than by tripping balls. Willie Nelson got arrested, hash 4 kilos, he possessed it. They charged him with dope dealing, as I recall. But Willie Nelson said, no way, I smoked that much since yesterday, so please be on your way, I'm tripping balls. Tripping balls, tripping balls, so long y'all, I'm tripping balls. Tripping balls, tripping balls, so long y'all, I'm tripping balls. Tripping balls, tripping balls, so long y'all, I'm tripping balls. Singing songs in crowded halls while I'm tripping balls. So many things in the world that are legal are much more dangerous, like smoking cigarettes, driving in Los Angeles, or drinking booze. It all comes down to a question of what do you want for yourself? Because it ain't nobody's goddamn business if you do. Colorado and Washington did a thing most thought could not be done. They struck cannabis prohibition from their laws. And other drugs might follow suit, 'cause there's a movement no one can refute. And if their efforts do bear fruit, we'll be tripping balls. Tripping balls, tripping balls, yeah, we'll all be tripping balls. Tripping balls, tripping balls, yeah, we'll all be tripping balls. Tripping balls, tripping balls, yeah, we'll all be tripping balls. Read the writing on the walls, we're tripping balls. Until civilization falls, we'll be tripping balls. What's the next line? I don't recall. I'm tripping balls. Before. Oh, no, after, sorry.
Yeah, both of us have had a little throat trouble. Hitting the high notes is fun.
Flu season this year has sucked so bad. Oh my God.
Yeah, had it like 6 weeks ago, 5 weeks ago, still having throat issues. Anyway, this is called Pythia. It's about the Oracle at Delphi. I live on a mountain, I work in a cave, and people come to me for answers. The desperate gamblers that nothing can save, they still keep on taking their chances. There's a crack that goes down to the heart of the earth, and the scent of the underworld rises. When I breathe in that smoke, I know what things are worth. I can see through the lies and disguises. It's a dirty job, but it's all that I know how to do. It's pretty thankless. People don't like to hear what's true. I live in a legend, I work in a myth. I'm a dealer in riddles and trances. The customers don't like the wares they leave with. They would rather have comforting fancies. But I say what I see, and I won't tell them lies. I won't do my job badly to please them. And they all have the nerve to be shocked and surprised when the talons of destiny seize them. It's a dirty job, but it's one that someone has to do. Let's be honest, you'd rather it was me than you. I live in the future, I work in a dream. I pull back the veil of tomorrow, and those who come hoping for peaches and cream get a mouthful of ashes and yarrow. So why do they ask if they don't want to know? I am wise, but I don't understand them. They're still looking for loopholes through which they can go when the fates, like a fisherman, land them. There's a crack that goes down to the heart of the earth, and the scent of the underworld rises. When I breathe in that smoke, I know what things are worth. I can see through the lies and disguises.
This is on my second CD, Mirrors. Thunder rolling and the smell of rain. Creeps in through my open window. Mixing with the incense and the pain. Drifting through the air. You're singing songs and writing poetry, while staring through an open gateway. What kind of angel speaking prophecy is standing there? Does anyone choose they want to see? Does anyone know what they want to be? Does anyone figure out that this is probably hell? Does anyone know what it takes to fly? Does anyone know how it feels to cry? How can anyone buy what no one's willing to sell? Lightning arcs its way across the sky. Tossing shadows through my window. I'm grinning like a fool, I don't know why. Tears streaming down. You raise your voices in a joyous noise, so beautiful I have to listen. It turns a dagger in my heart and loins. What a splendid sound. Does anyone choose they want to hear? Does anyone know how to deal with fear? Has anyone figured out we're more than likely insane? Does anyone know what it takes to pray? Is anybody listening anyway? How can anyone stay through all this pleasure and pain? Does anyone choose they want to see? Does anyone know what they want to be? Has anyone figured out that no one's lifting the veil? Does anyone know what it takes to fly? Does anyone know what it feels to die? How can anyone buy when we're destined to fail? Sorry for the couple of words there. I was getting a bit emotional. That song was one of the ones that Randy was featured on whenever the band played it, and yeah.
Dance like nobody's watching, like death's not underneath the floor. Dance like nobody taught you that love is just a form of war. Dance as if you could prove that every lover's cruelest words were false. Hold up your head for the minefield waltz. And do not think of detonation, do not think about the past. Move only in the moment, as if each second is your last. You cannot trust the orb that guides you, or the floor beneath your feet. Claim this 1 second, make it sweet. Dance like nobody's watching, like you've never had to move in chains. Dance like nobody taught you to keep on smiling through the pain. Dance as if hope were ever something you could trust not to dissolve. Hold up your head for the minefield waltz. Do not think about the shrapnel still encysted in your heart. Do not think about the old songs that have taken you apart. Forget the red shoes of disaster ever seized you by the feet. Claim this 1 second, make it sweet.
Dance like nobody's watching, like your steps aren't measured by despair. Dance like nobody taught you that it's much too dangerous to care. Dance as if nothing ever made you think your scars are all your fault. Hold up your head for the minefield waltz. Dance like nobody's watching. Claim this 1 second, make it sweet. I think that should be fine.
Look what follows it. First you go to the acupuncturist, then you go to the chiropractor.
Yeah. I think that's a different meaning of crack the bones.
So I'm going to sing pins and needles, and then I'm going to sing crack the bones.
I went to see the doctor because you broke my heart. He asked me for my story. He wrote it in a chart. He said we've got to realign the meridians of your soul. I said I don't care what you call it, as long as you can make me feel whole again. I lay down on a table. He pierced me through the skin. Suddenly I was crying, and not because of the pin. But then it started to go away, and pretty soon it was gone. And for the first time since you left me, I felt like I could go on. Now I'm on pins and needles, but it's a good thing. It hurts for a while, but I don't mind the sting, because it's helping me to deal with the pain of losing you. I go back when I need to realign myself. I go in feeling poorly, I come out full of health. And even though I understand the reasons you had to leave, sometimes I still miss you, and that's when I know I need to be on pins and needles, but it's a good thing. It hurts for a while, but I don't mind the sting, because it's helping me to deal with the pain of losing you. A pin for you and a pin for me, a pin for health and a pin for chi, a pin for the way that you want to be, free of pain, free of pain, free of pain. And now I'm on pins and needles, and it's a good thing. It hurts for a while, but I don't mind the sting, because it's helping me to deal with the pain of losing you, the pain of losing you, the pain of losing you, the pain of losing you.
So this is my Exorcist song.
Which inspired me to write a story.
I gotta read that sometime.
Well, you and I are actually going to write it together. It was that book idea I pitched to you.
Right.
Yeah.
I see somebody riding shotgun in your head, and he's more interesting than you are, so move over. Give the devil his due, baby. Give the demon that steering wheel. Tonight I wanna kill and eat what's bigger than human. I'm not flirting with you, baby. He's more than that and less than real. Tonight I wanna crack the bones of a dream between my teeth. I see somebody riding shotgun in your soul, and he's got sharper teeth than you do, so move over. Give a monster a chance, baby. Look the other way for just one song. Tonight I wanna kill and eat what's bigger than human. I only want one dance, baby, and not with you, you're not that strong. Tonight I wanna crack the bones of a dream between my teeth. 'Cause I've got heavy hunger for pretty nightmares, shiny monsters and tasty danger. Tonight I wanna crack the bones of a dream between my teeth and suck them dry. I see somebody hiding there behind your eyes, and he casts a bigger shadow, so move over. Don't worry what's real, baby, I know just what to do. Tonight I wanna kill and eat what's bigger than human. You won't even feel it, baby, when I rip him right out of you. Tonight I wanna crack the bones of a dream between my teeth. 'Cause I've got heavy hunger for pretty nightmares, shiny monsters and tasty danger. Tonight I wanna crack the bones of a dream between my teeth and suck them dry. I see somebody riding shotgun in your head, shiny monster, pretty nightmare, tasty danger, crack the bones. I see somebody hiding there behind your eyes, shiny monster, pretty nightmare, tasty danger, crack the bones and suck them dry.
This is also on Heroes.
This is a filk of my song Whiskey Jack about all the great mythological tricksters.
Yes, and this is about a particular trickster and his arch nemesis. Hey, crazy old carny clown with your laughing gas and your acid flower. I've seen you setting fires just to watch the whole world burn. I've caught your many minions in masks that you're made out of moldy corpses, but we both know this isn't their concern. I've known you by your cackle and by other people's smiles. I've known your trail of bodies as it stretches out for miles. And I know the hand that you're holding despite all your denials, as you lay that grinning joker down. Hey, hoary old hired gun with your short fuse and your long revolver, you asked if I danced with the devil underneath the pale moonlight. The street lamps gleamed from the puddles and the pearls as they fell from my mother's necklace, and in that moment I became the night. I know I'm part of the reason that you are what you became. But even if you hadn't fallen, you would still be much the same. Your evil just found an outlet, and I am not to blame for when you laid that grinning joker down. You're the Harlequin hatchet man, and you're playing that grinning fool card. You think it's all fun and games when you leave the world black and charred. You have been betting on disorder since the day you lost and won. But it's time to play him face up, so show your bloody hand. Hey, lunatic laughing man with your jack of clubs and your ace of razors. You think you're playing poker, but you're shy of half a deck. I read your every tell in your twitching eyes and your rictus mortis, and I'll call your bluff before you even check. I bet my life on knowing how to counter every play. I win each time I save another that you try to take away. And I go to bed every morning knowing there's no other way. When you lay that grinning joker down. You're the crazy clown prince of crime, and you're playing that grinning fool card. You revel in blood and fire, and you leave the world black and charred. You've bet upon annihilation since the day you lost and won. But it's time to lay him face up, so show your bloody hand. Hey, crazy old carny clown with your jack of clubs and your ace of razors, just lay that grinning joker down. And this is going to be our last song of the evening.
May I borrow the tuner? This is a shiny, happy little tune I wrote when I was 17 or so. It's about Jack the Ripper.
If we were professional musicians, we would have roadies supply us with down-tuned guitars.
When I was a girl, Ma said, if you're not good, you'd better watch out for the Jack of the Woods. But now I'm a woman and it's Jack of the Street, who haunts through the darkness on little goat feet. He says, hey, derry, down, down on Gentleman Street, I can purchase a place at the feast. He says, hey, derry, down, down between those thighs, where the angel gives light to the beast. Now Jack of the Woods was a story for kids, 'cause he never did get me whatever I did. But Jack of the Street makes me fear for my life, for he haunts through the darkness and he rapes with a knife. He says, hey, derry, down, down on Gentleman Street, where you take me up into your room. He says, hey, derry, down, down between those thighs, where you offer the filth of your womb. When I was a girl, Ma said, watch and beware. There's a bogeyman hiding down under the stair. But now I'm a woman and it's Jack of the street, who waits in the darkness where he dreams of fresh meat. He says, hey derry down, down on Gentleman Street, I can lease you like land for the plow. He says, hey derry down, down between those thighs, I can silence that mouth for you now. He says, hey derry down, down on Gentleman Street, where you offer your smile so red. He says, hey derry down, down between those thighs, lies the gate to the land of the dead. Thank you very much.
Thank you all very much. This has been the February Geeky Music Show. We will be here again next month, and only time will tell if we will be here again after that.
Or if Lestat's West will tragically close.
Like many other music venues, that at least ones that I've performed at.
Oh God,
I seem to be a bad luck charm.
You're cursed.
Yeah, well, okay. It really took a really long time for the curse to kick in this place, if I am. And thank you again very much. There are CDs for sale in back and T-shirts. Remember, feed the tip jar to help Whisper with her veterinary bills. And we will see you in a month.
There's nothing worse than a long, lingering, slow death.
Stop quoting my grossmother.